So, Patrick.
Yes, sir.
Simon Cowell has re-emerged onto the scene
Yes.
lately. He's been making waves. They've a big Super Bowl ad with this new X Factor coming up. He even had a press conference, a teleconference that I listened in on. And, of course, the question came up, Simon, have you seen American Idol since you left?
To which he responded, "This is the worst question I've ever had in my life. It's a terrible question. Who would ask such a thing? It's karaoke-like question. Sounds like you're reciting what did he say?
He basically said, "Oh, haven't seen it. I don't, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not.
Which
that
is a
interested."
lie. Of course, he's gonna have seen it.
Now, here's where it gets a little dicey because I think Simon was going under the assumption that a lot of us were that Steven Tyler, J-Lo, Randy the dog, it's gonna suck.
Right.
Turns out, Steven Tyler is actually
Very
injecting
engaging.
life
Yes.
into this show. I mean, he's against all odds, he's actually making this thing interesting.
Yeah, and I think this is what I find interesting is that Steven Tyler is dynamic.
Yes.
He's fun to watch. He's got some great lines.
Quick on his feet.
Very, very
kind
quick.
of a loose cannon.
Yeah.
Very unpredictable. I mean, television gold, really, when you think about it.
J-Lo, very attractive.
Yes.
Great to look at. Easy
I will say
on the
this
eyes.
about J-Lo. She's not as bad as I thought she was going to be.
No, she has fallen into the Paula Abdul role quite well.
Oh,
like she
sweetie,
has.
this isn't for you.
Yeah, she has. She's really fallen into it quite well.
Yeah.
Randy Jackson,
Useless.
the weakest link.
Superfluous. They do not need him on this show.
It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. And the ratings are down.
Well,
and everybody
yes.
talks about how the ratings are down. But then what people tend to forget to say is they'll say things like, these are the lowest ratings that American Idol has ever had. And I'm like, yes, but they're still getting 21.5 million viewers, which is astronomical.
That show does not exist in a bubble. TV, network television viewing across the board is down and continuing to decline.
Correct.
So, I mean, in that environment, it's still the #1 show on television.
Yeah. Although I will say this, I think the X Factor is going to give it a very serious run for its money.
I absolutely do. And Simon is basically coming out. I think the timing is crucial for Simon because he needs to come and try to slap these guys down before they start taking away his thunder.
Yeah.
And what they're saying, they've got some new rules for X Factor. Contestants, there's no upper age limit. You could be 100,
which is nice.
Groups, you can be groups.
Yeah.
Lower age is 12.
Oh,
so kids can be as young as 12 years old.
Wow! So you could have that 12-year-old superstar. You could find the next Justin Bieber.
That's right.
And the other thing that's interesting is that they. Oh, you were just looking to see how much time you had. The other thing that's interesting is that the prize money for X Factor,
huge,
$2 million,
big time.
If you win X Factor, you win $2 million. Which
actually get money.
Yeah, you get physical. Here's a chunk of cash. Bang, just $2 million. You pay tax on it, of course. After taxes is like $8.
Yeah, don't be like Richard Hatch, kids. Pay those taxes. You don't want to go to.
We should talk about Celebrity Apprentice next.
Oh, coming up.
I want to talk about that. But $2 million. And the other thing that's interesting about Simon is that he still hasn't announced who the judges are yet.
No, apparently he's the rumors I'm hearing are that he's very keen on getting Paula Cole.
Yes.
Who is Paula Cole, Cheryl Cole, her name is. I'm sorry, Cheryl Cole.
I thought you were going to say Paula Abdul. That's what I was thinking.
Cheryl Cole, who basically is on the Britain's Got Talent. No, is on the X Factor in the UK.
Okay. We should do
now he thinks she's going to be perfect.
Right.
Fox execs say, but nobody's ever heard of her. And Simon says, yeah, but nobody ever heard of me. And look how that worked out for you.
Yeah, and it's not like anybody had heard of Randy Jackson. It's not like Paula Abdul, when she came on board, was a household name. Like, she was a household name.
Well, she was a household name 20 years before.
Yeah, exactly, but she wasn't somebody who was doing well, and that she was not a draw.
If she had been... If she had been in that point in her career 20 years earlier, she would have been on the Love Boat.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where she was at. Yeah. She would have been on Match Game.
Or something, exactly.
Yeah.
Or the circle gets the square.
Speaking of Paula Abdul, though,
tic-tac-toe.
Now, I mean, I always thought that would be a brilliant strategy, is to get Paula Abdul on X Factor. Reunite the old gang.
Absolutely.
Because that,
people loved Paula and Simon.
Yeah, the dynamic between the two of them was great television. And, will it be enough to topple Idol? We'll see.
I think so. I think people are going to be very interested, and like I said, I think people are going to love the fact that it's there's no age limits. You can watch whatever you want. Such an incredible variety, and the $2 million.
And as it turns out, Paula Abdul is actually very much available.
That's right. We'll talk about that next.
We are going to talk about that next. And thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. I'm Brent. He's Patrick. We are the TV Guys.
Bye.